Test.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are inside Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium, and it is an early start tonight to the Randolph Southern Wes-Del Warriors Mid-Eastern Conference matchup. I'm the superintendent, Kyle Mealy. Alongside me, as always, is the coach, John McLaughlin. Early setup tonight because a little bit of illness bug has hit Randolph Southern, and they're down several of their players, so they don't have enough to do both JV and varsity. So tonight, it's an early start with our varsity team, and we welcome you in. And hopefully, if you don't catch it live, you can go back and watch us over again. But if you are with us live, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate you watching. And tell your friends all about the Wes-Del Sports Network. Tonight, Randolph Southern comes to town. Coach, it's one of those, what you would say on the schedule, a good projected weekend. You've got Randolph Southern, you've got Cowan, back-to-back MEC. Both teams, it's transparency, both teams coming in struggling are Randolph Southern, and then when we go on the road to Cowan. So as a coach, this is one where you really want to start getting the ball moving towards the sectional and get your team playing the way you want to play going into tournament time.
Yeah, this is a part of the schedule that loosens up a little bit for us, and we are favored in both games, and not just favored a little bit, sizably favored. And then you throw into the fact, like you just talked about, that Randolph Southern's coming over minus several of their key players because of illness. And you know, that's just part of basketball. I've been through it several times where you got a guy that's not here, you know, because of sick or hurt, or it's part of sports and part of high school sports. You get towards the end of the season, you only have a limited number of games and times that you can fit people in. I know Josiah's not even, not 100% tonight. He's a little under the weather, so it's going around. It's one of those things that you can't do anything about. But back to the games, you know, it's like you said, both of these games are conference games, so they're important. And if you're Wes-Del, you want to kind of get that reset button back to your side. Got a good chance tonight to get healthy and then get a nice win as you get on the road and head over to Cowan, which we know is going to be homecoming and a tougher place to sometimes play during, an exciting week for them. So, yeah, the biggest game of the night, though, is the one that you're playing, and that's tonight, and we got to find a way to get a win, get back on the, plus side and get things going the right direction as you head to the second half of the season.
As always, we appreciate all of you in here on the Star Financial and the Van Mater Reed Realty Team pregame. I want to thank our sponsor, Star Financial Bank, the banking choice of Wes-Del Community Schools for over 60 years, and the Van Mater Reed Realty Team, who, if you need a house or you're looking to sell, call Jan or Brian, and they'll get it taken care of. Coach, we've been struggling coming into this one. This is one where before the game, and I'm sure you talk a little bit about this with Coach Burkett in the pregame. We're getting ready to go to that in just a second. This is a chance to get the reset and really get two good games under you. You can't focus on the fact that they may be down a couple of guys and a couple of their players aren't here. It doesn't matter. Tonight and tomorrow night has to be about you and resetting your team.
Yeah, it's about us. It's about getting a little bit sharper, working on the things you talked about all week at practice and things you watched on film, and getting those things cleaned up a little bit as you get closer and closer to that end of the season and sectional time. You want to be playing your best basketball. We talk about this in the pregame that you get to kind of get healthy here as the season goes, because the schedule is just a little bit more favorable, and sometimes some years it can be different, but this year it looks like a lot of the games that we're going to go into towards the end of the year, we're going to be the favorite, and that's a little different mindset too. So I'd like to see us come out aggressive, come out with the mindset that let's put this team away and let's get a conference win and get ready for tomorrow.
And that is a great segue into the sit-down, the American Pest Professionals. We want to thank the American Pest Professionals, Bob Todd, and all of his service to Wes-Del Community Schools. They are the pest control champion of Wes-Del Community Schools. But let's have the sit-down now. We'll take you to it. This is Coach McLaughlin sitting down with Coach Burkett for this week's Coaches Show.
Hello and welcome to the Coaches Show.
I'm here with Coach Burkett. Coach, how we doing today?
Doing well.
All right, good. And we are going to preview tonight's game. But before we do that, unfortunately, I know you and I talked a little bit. We're going to backtrack.
Yeah.
And I'll let you discuss and talk about a tough weekend against two good opponents.
Yeah.
And I know that you have some things that you wanted to work on this week at practice after those, and that happens sometimes. And just why don't you just fill us in on how last weekend went and then maybe how this week has gone so far.
Yeah, so last weekend, obviously, we played two of our better programs that we play against.
Yes.
Traditionally, they've beaten us, but we feel that we could compete with them. 50-50 game for us in our mind. And we did not handle business the way we needed to. But your margin of error against good teams is not very high. Like, you cannot turn the ball over. We turned it over 37 times on the weekend, and we gave up too many offensive rebounds. So when you do those things, it's going to be hard to beat good teams. So you know that.
Yes.
And hopefully we can correct that this weekend. This week in practice, we have been correcting it because we're not keeping score on anything other than if a team gives up an offensive rebound or turnover, and we have consequences for it. And from Monday to Tuesday, we got rid of at least 15 on each team's total for the practice, which you're thinking that's a high number as a viewer. It is. If you're going down 15, that's a high number already. So we were much better on Tuesday, and the week got better as we went on.
And that leads you into a weekend where you feel like on paper you're the better team, and then we all know that what matters is when you show up on the court. And I know that that's one of the things that you're emphasizing this week is, we've got to show the consistency that we know we're capable of.
Yeah.
At times I thought in both games you showed glimpses of really nice, possessions and defensive and offensive possessions. And that will lead you into a week of practice to prepare for teams that, we should be able to take care of. But again, you have to do that. As coaches, we can only do so much. You got to prepare them, and then they have to perform.
Yeah, and so like we talked about, like we play hard, and that is a standard that has to be the case all the time. People tell me they're like, "Man, you guys play hard though." I don't know how you get them play hard like that, but they play hard, and that's true.
Yes.
But when you get to varsity basketball, there's a lot more to it. You have to play skilled, and you also have to have a high IQ, and you build that IQ from how your reps in practice, how you handle that, your confidence, which comes from your preparation. Are you watching film? Are you executing the game plan? Do you know what we're running? So those things matter. And then the toughness plays of like just not turning the ball over, and offensive rebounds will take care of themselves when you do those things. They need to become habits for us, and they have to be habits this weekend for us against Randolph Southern and Cowan.
And I'm guessing that, the emphasis, like you said, is taking care of the basketball, limiting turnovers and limiting the second chance points.
Yeah.
Other things that you're looking at as you go on, things that we may not think about as viewers or just watching the game, things that you feel like maybe either we're doing well and we need to continue, or maybe a couple other things that we should look for.
Yeah, so last year we typically there's always somebody that gets hot on three-point range. Everybody shoots a great three-point percentage against us. It seems like they might be coming in the game not shooting it well. So we've got to find a way to take away good three-point shooters. And the Allen kid for Randolph Southern hurt us last year. I think he had close to 30. We ended up winning the game, but it was closer than we wanted it to be. And they return everybody. They have a big kid that rebounded well. That's something that we've not done a great job of. So we've got to make sure we keep him off the boards. And then Allen, we can't let him. He'll shoot tough threes, and he makes them. So he's a good little player. We can't allow that. Cowan's going to be physical. They've got a lot of big guys, but we need to push the tempo. We were really good at that at the beginning of the year, and we've kind of gotten away from it or just turned it over too much as the years progressed when we've played fast. But we need to try and find a way to get back in that groove of being able to play fast but under control against a team like Cowan that is more physically sound, but they're probably not going to get up and down with us as well.
And we know that every time we go on the road to Cowan, it is their homecoming, and that makes for a great crowd and a really fun atmosphere. But sometimes that can make for a team to play a little above maybe the level they're used to. So I know that one of the emphasis that you've talked about is being mentally prepared to play that game from the very start. Yeah,
they always play us well. We talked about it all week. I don't care what their record is. When we go over to Cowan, it's always their homecoming. There's always a good crowd. They always play with a little more juice. And if they see the ball go through the hoop a few times, they're going to continue to feel confidence. As you saw in the Shenandoah game, they didn't make a bunch of threes in the first quarter, and they weren't even looking to shoot them. Then Hubbard, number 5, makes a couple, and he builds his confidence, and they get going, and then we have to get out of what we're doing. And then now Coffee gets going, number 3. So we can't let them get hot. We can't let them get any kind of confidence. We need to bury them early.
Well, good luck this weekend, Coach. I think it's a weekend that, with good preparation like you're talking about, I feel good about. I think that we're doing good things, and I think this will be the start of a nice stretch for us. And let's hope we, as much as we like our friends at Cowan, let's hope we can go over and ruin homecoming for them, and we can get a win tonight here against Randolph Southern.
Yep, that's the plan. So,
right. Good luck.
Thanks.
And we're back. What a great sit down with Coach Burkett and Coach McLaughlin. And that gives you everything you need to know going into this one. But we're going to go right in to the Budget Blinds Star Rocket Coach Mack keys of the game. Coach, what do you got?
Offensively, let's play off 2 feet on the drive. So that get under balance, make good passes, finish, get it in attack mode. Stay active in the half court. Don't get caught watching the game. Don't just get caught dribbling the ball to death. Let's move the ball and move with a purpose. Value every possession. Make sure that we take care of the ball. Turnovers are always your enemy. Defensively, you want to find a body to keep them from extending possessions. That's hurt us over the last couple of weeks as teams hitting the boards and beating us up on the offensive boards. We want to take care of that tonight. Make them into drivers, contest without fouling, and we want to spring back in transition off both makes and misses.
There you go. You got it. Coach's keys of the game brought to you by Budget Blinds. Chris Patterson. Give him a call if you need blinds, shades, any type of window treatment. And Star Rocket Media, where you can get all of your needs, signage, car wrap. I know you just bought a race car.
Well, it fell through. I was going to, and it didn't. Yeah.
Well, that's sad.
Yes.
Anyway.
Well, if I do, I'll get it wrapped there.
That's where you go. You go to Star Rocket Media. We're getting ready to go down to the floor with the voice of the Warriors, Coach Biff Wilson, 2-time state champion, Coach Biff Wilson, for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
We ask that all fans act responsibly and courteously to those around you. Abusive language and disorderly conduct is unacceptable and unwelcome at IHSAA events. Let's afford the student athletes, coaches, officials, and your fellow fans the respect they deserve. Your cooperation is appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wes-Del High School, Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium, K. Saunders Court, for tonight's varsity game featuring the visiting Rebels of Randolph Southern High School and your Wes-Del Warriors. At this time, please rise and join Connor Martin, Esquire, and the Wes-Del Band in honoring our country as they play our national anthem. let's meet the Rebels of Randolph Southern. Their roster includes number 0, Sam York. Number 20, Caden Stewart. Number 32, Dylan Schiniver. And number 44, Cameron Shoemaker. Starting tonight for Randolph Southern, a 6'2" sophomore guard, number 2, Brody Mills. A 6'3" senior guard, number 3, Ronnie Dotson. A 6'4" senior forward, number 24, Donovan Schiniver. A 6'5" junior forward, number 30, Bryson Grimes. And a 6'4" junior forward, number 40, Brody Sullivan. The Rebels are coached by Torrey Hunt.
Brought to you by Star Financial Bank. They are the bank of choice for 60 years of Wes-Del Community Schools and on into the future. Wes-Del Community Schools, Star Financial Bank, great partnership. That is your scoreboard sponsor. We're getting ready to tip things off. King Julian's going to be tipping it off. The starters for Randolph Southern are going to be Mills, Dotson, Schiniver, Grimes, and Sullivan.
So already you see that Randolph Southern, without their leading scorer, is going to have to find different ways to score, you would think, as they get a little runner there, one-hander. Again, offensive rebounding. We're going to make sure we're taking care of that.
Multiple offensive rebounds on the first one, Coach. They're coming out hungry. Ball stuck in the short corner.
Wes-Del came out a little aggressive with the trap. Gave up the drive, but they did not hit it.
Here we go with it. That's number 30. That's Grimes. He's looking inside. And
running flex offense against our switch. That shouldn't be a problem.
Bucket is good by Schiniver. That's their second leading scorer. Just as you said, Coach, shouldn't be a problem, but it was.
Yeah, we'll need to just start switching all that stuff, and that'll not be a problem. People cannot run flex against the switch.
A little sloppy early here. It's been the MO for the Warriors to be a little sloppy early. There's King Julian for three. It's got his own rebound. He takes it inside and travels, and you can't do that.
No, he's got himself stuck under the basket there, and he was one more dribble away from being able to use a reverse layup.
First turnover for the Warriors, Coach, and here they come with a little bit of a token man-to-man.
Yeah, we're going man-to-man press. Put the pressure on guys that aren't typically used to handling the ball, and we're going to give up a layup.
And there it is again, and guess who it was? It was Schinover with his second basket. He has 4, and all of 4 for the Randolph Southern Rebels.
A little high ball screen action. I'll give them Randolph Southern credit. They're helping on the drive really well right now.
Josiah Love just short on that 15-footer, and here comes the rebound out to the Rebels. Rebels rebounding well, not passing well. That'll be their first turnover of the game.
Drawing kick, and coach is going to make a change right away here. He's going to go directly to the bench and bring in Luke Woodyard.
Woodyard's going to replace Carter Flynn. So on the court for us is King Julian, Becerra, Love, Mealy, and Woodyard.
We get this flare screen off the backside that we like to run. Good step through, and Joe's got his feet ready and knocked it down.
How do you do? Josiah Love for 3, and it's 4-3 here early.
Another drive.
Ooh, that might be it. Oh.
Little deep. That would be one I'd argue. If we don't have the circle because you don't want to put it in yet, then you got to give up that long. He was set.
Never heard that argument from you before.
No, I never have. But right now we've got to figure out how to contain the drive. We've given up the drive 3 or 4 possessions in a row here.
At the line is Ronnie Dotson. Dotson misses the first one. And coming into the game now is 32, and I don't know. They've got JV guys up, I don't know. So their roster's not correct, so I apologize.
We'll try to help you out when we figure it out. But
might have to go to the book and take a picture. He gets the second one, does Dotson, and it's 5-3. Rebels lead here. Going with the high ball screen still. Trying to get it to Love. There's Love to the basket, and he scores again.
I like the action there. Anytime you get a handoff to a ball screen, it's hard to guard. So activity is bothering him, the ball pressure. Julian got to go up straight up for that one. There's going to be a foul. Let him play for a few minutes, but then finally called the foul. Over the back is the call, but it'll be out of bounds for the Warriors.
Dylan
Schinover.
I don't know. Schinover. There we go. It's actually 22. One's off. Grayson Mealy with the rebound. Out to King Julian. King Julian for 3. It's off. Still batted around, and here come.
One of the things Randolph Southern likes to do is push in transition, but when you don't have your best player and your primary ball handler, that makes things a little tougher.
Josiah Love
gets another 2 bucket.
So I've got 32 as Dylan Schinover. Dylan Schinover, he's 22 on the JV roster, but he's 32 tonight. Number 1 in your heart.
Little shot fake, and again we give up the drive.
And they're going to get Josiah Love, I believe, on a foul.
Got a break on that one because they probably could have been shooting.
Here comes
Big Easy.
Big Easy coming in to replace Grayson Mealy.
Grayson did a nice job there keeping the ball alive. Got 2 offensive rebounds in a row.
Good screen action, too. He got Josiah open on multiple occasions. Here's Schinover, not afraid to let it go. And a rebound to the Rebels. And there is the offensive rebound to the score. And Dotson, Ronnie Dotson. I know Coach talked about a lot of standing and watching. That's a foul on. That's going to be 2 now on Dylan Schinover.
I don't know if this is part of their scouting report and you'd like to give them that much credit, but when you're playing this many guys off the JV, I don't know if it is, but they're really making Julian go right, and every drive's been to the right so far.
He doesn't like going that way.
Yeah, that's something I think that Julian will work on over the summer and add that right hand to his game.
Gets the first one, and substitution in the ball game. I didn't see. I think it's 30 that came in. I think that's Bryson Grimes back in the game.
Yes.
Julian gets 2 at the line, and it's now a 9-7 Warrior lead. About 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. You can see that on your Star Financial scoreboard. There's a knockaway by Big Easy. Are we switching or straight up here?
Right now, we are switching the ball screens at least, so we did on that one.
Knockaway there by Josiah Love. I've got 3 unofficial turnovers. That's a good no call.
Yes, let him play.
Sarah with a dump down to Woodyard. Woodyard with a little bit of a baby hook. Julian now kicks it to Becerra for 3.
Just
nothing
off.
home. And here comes the Rebels and Sniper.
Running Rebels.
Sniper on Elijah Durr out there.
Got him.
This is, holy moly, Coach, I can't keep up.
That was a tip from behind there. And I will say this, from a little bit of looking I did in preparation for this game, Randolph Southern's defensively can cause problems. So
yeah, I can see that.
They're causing us some problems. They're playing hard.
Josiah trying to get a drive there.
There's a steal.
There's a turnover. That's the second turnover by the Warriors, and they finish. And that is Schinover with his 6th point. That is Donovan Schinover. High ball screen there. When I say a high ball screen, I mean we're screening at the Warrior head.
Yeah, a little higher than you'd want.
There's a lot of contact, and they're going to get it.
Kind of a bailout, really. I mean, if you're not going to call the contact right away, then he kind of was falling down there. But probably was a foul or 2 there.
Caden Stewart picks up the foul, number 20. And now here comes number 40, and that is Brody Sullivan. So they're subbing a lot of guys in and out, which makes sense when you've got guys down, but that pass was not even close.
Yeah, we got to shaking off a little bit of the rust here. Playing a little earlier than we are used to, a 6 o'clock start. I guess Randolph Southern is too, though.
That almost did easy bone.
There's a high ball screen. Actually, we're switching that high ball screen. They went away from flex. We're realizing that probably wasn't going to work. There's a handoff.
It's a tie ball game, 9-9.
I will tell you, they are not super skilled, but they are playing hard, Randolph Southern.
Couldn't agree more.
We know there are at least 3 guys down.
Yes.
And their leading scorer is not here. So for the fact of them to play hard like this, they are at least giving it everything they got. There's another foul. They don't want to get too deep in their bench, though, when you don't have a lot of guys.
That's going to be the 2nd foul on Caden Stewart.
Some of these guys might be getting their first taste of varsity action here tonight from Randolph Southern. Nice dump down to Grayson and takes it up. Keeps it alive. Grayson's really been active so far, keeping a lot of balls alive.
And Josiah gets that one.
And that's right there a tribute to Grayson, keep not giving up on a play and getting the ball back for us.
11-9 now, Warrior lead. Commanding lead here, 1:30 to go.
Back and forth.
There's Schinover. That's a tough shot, and he gets it to go. He has 8 in the first quarter.
Yeah, he is not been afraid to be aggressive.
Averaging 9 on the season, has 8 in the first quarter.
Listen, when leading scorer's going here, somebody's got to step up. That little
nice
ball screen,
little dump down.
It's giving them problems. This high ball screen flare action is giving them problems to defend.
Nice look by Josiah Love into Elijah Durr, a.k.a. Big Easy.
Another drive. And the coach is not happy. Someone's got to step over.
Is that Schinover again?
He's going to make a change and bring in Brady Leisure. There's a handoff.
I'm trying to get that.
Trying to dribble a little bit too much right now. That's a tough shot.
That was a tough shot. He has 12.
Talking about these guys letting them play a little bit right there.
Yeah, there was a shove there from Grayson.
Used his body well. I'll give him that much. He didn't extend his arms, but he got away with one.
We better wake up because this team came to play.
They're playing hard. Nice little set play. Short.
And that's how it ends. The Rebels lead 15-13 after one. We'll be back with you. You're watching Wes-Del Varsity Basketball on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And we are back here at Richard E. Johnson Jim K. Saunders Court. I want to thank you once again to our sponsors, the Van Mater Reed Caldwell Banker Realty Group, Budget Blinds, Star Rocket Media, American Pests, Dowling Dumpster Rentals, who I failed to mention earlier. Can't believe I forgot that. And, of course, Star Financial Bank.
Hey, can I quickly mention something right now?
You sure can.
I know you'll appreciate this, but Coach Knuckles got some new help today. He's got not today, this week. He's got an intern helping him out, and he's doing a great job so far. So if you see Davon Anderson around, you'll notice him because he looks like a basketball player, and he's a great guy, and he will not be afraid to come up and talk to you. He's got a lot of energy, and Nuck is introduced him to as many people as he can. He's doing a great job in helping Nuck out and already making an impact. Two guys went down on that play.
Yeah, they did. And no layup was made.
Got away with one, I think, on that one because of the knee buckle.
Yeah. There's the roll. Got to roll harder. Grayson's about dead, I think, from the fall.
Well, he's playing hard. Josiah's taking a couple quick breaks here, not feeling great, getting on some fluids into him. Smart with the double weekend. That's an overpass right there.
Yeah.
Coach is going with some younger guys. And missed another missed layup.
Missed, got his own rebound. Grayson's going to get called for the foul there. That'll be his first. I don't know what happened. I think he kind of tripped on his own foot.
Two guys went down there.
Yeah. Slick spot on the floor. And that's going to bring in Carter Flynn, and the younger Becerra is in, along with Durr, the older Becerra, and Love.
Another drive.
And a turnover. That was off his foot. That was off his foot. That was off his foot.
They're going to talk about it.
That hit his foot.
He's explaining it to Coach, and here we're going to get together and talk about it. There you go.
It's hard to admit you're wrong.
Yeah. Sometimes it is.
And now the coach is going to have.
Coach Hunt down here is kind of laughing about it.
What do we got now?
Makeup call. That's what we got. Listen, I've been coaching for 30 years. I know a makeup call when I see one.
Legal screen on Elijah Durr, and now Grayson Mealy will return. That was Durr's first. You got all kinds of things happening here. My flashlight's on. It's dark up here.
Well,
beautiful in the gym. It's always sunny and
sunny and I'm not going to say a temperature because
you
never know up here.
Yeah, it feels 68 maybe.
Feels sunny and 68 today, but moving the ball around nicely. Wes-Del and Grayson's going to pick up his second.
That's his second. That'll be the end of his half.
Well, we'll see. Coach Burkett's, I think you may be right.
Yeah, he's out.
Going with Brecken this time.
He brought him in for a split second. He gets a foul, and now you get to go sit down.
Brecken Stevenson's going to get a little varsity time here.
Brecken Stevenson.
Right now, Coach Burkett is not super happy with the effort, I don't think. They took a few guys. Wow.
That was a foul.
Woo. I thought for a second, if he lets that one go.
Of all the fouls, that was definitely a
sit
foul.
down if that one.
That was Carter Flynn.
Got his money's worth.
Yeah, he fouled him. That puts Donovan Schinover at the line.
Having a decent game so far.
He's having a heck of a game.
Sometimes games like these will help you in the long run because you get a little bit more out of a guy than he thought maybe he was even capable of.
Well, he's got 14 right now.
He's a senior, so.
He's got more than we do.
Well, yeah, I don't like the when you said that.
Back in, might have shuffled his feet. His brother's going to let that one go and bury it. B to the roadie.
That's a nice brotherly love there.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give you an assist. So you give me an extra chicken wing tonight.
Take a charge.
It's a good thing they have. That dude has missed a couple of them. That's a good thing.
Here we go to Love. Love, nice catch.
Yes.
Out to the other Becerra. Give it to
There
your brother.
you go.
And
Heat check.
Brody.
Heat check.
Back-to-back threes for Brody Becerra. And when we needed him, he was there. 19-17 on the Star Financial scoreboard. And we are getting, there we go.
Oh.
Kind of threw that. Hey, the Becerras are taking care of things right now.
Yeah, right now. They're on the same wavelength, luckily.
I think I wouldn't lose Brody Becerra, but I would definitely screen for him. Somebody in the gym needs to screen for him.
Dribble off your own foot there and turnover.
Fifth turnover for the Warriors, and Randolph Southern has 5. Here comes Julian Carpenter coming in for Carter Flynn.
Yeah, you wouldn't get this tape out and show it to anybody if you wanted to look at like some fundamentals in this first half. It's not the prettiest I've ever seen.
That's a foul technically, both hands on him.
Yes.
But
not tonight.
Not tonight, folks.
And you got to adjust.
Brecken's done a good job inside here defensively. Good minutes.
Yeah, and I think Coach likes what he's seeing at practice, and sometimes you just give a guy a chance.
Almost an illegal screen. You'll very rarely see me say somebody sets an illegal one, but when you stick your hands out or your knees out.
There's a loose ball again, and they're coming up with all of them.
You can't believe, I don't know. I just don't even know. Sometimes I'm speechless.
That's rare for you.
Splash. Ronnie Dotson.
Well, Ronnie found out that layups he's struggling with, but the 3 ball, maybe that's where he needs to just step out there and knock those down.
Ronnie Dotson. There's Becerra, nice strong take. Out to Love. Love's got a little bit of room, and it's off, but there's Becerra. The Becerra brothers, King Julian, got it.
3 ball here in this quarter has been our friend.
We've had
3 of them.
3 of them here. 2 by Brody Becerra and 1 now from Julian Carpenter. And the Warriors lead 22-20. All the credit going to Randolph Southern. They are down several of their starters. Got several guys that have moved up off the JV, and they are playing their hearts out.
They are getting to the rim.
Yeah, very easily. There's a pass to Love. Love to the basket and scores it. Josiah Love now with 11, and Randolph Southern's going to take a timeout as the Warriors strengthen that big lead out to 4. We'll be back here on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
Yeah, we're back, and folks, if you could ever follow us during the timeouts, if you could ever be here during a timeout or a break, that would have been one to be with. As we're protecting ourselves up here, Mr. Romine, executive producer, and myself are just recovering after Mr. Mealy.
I might have to buy
a choking fit.
I might have to buy some new equipment. Well, you made me laugh. I took a drink. It went down the wrong pipe. And I immediately coughed, and it went everywhere.
Well, here we are. We're back. But if we ever have a blooper reel, that one's going to be on it. And this is high tech right here, folks.
I may not be able to go on. All right, you're getting your best tonight.
A long
Julian for three, and he got it.
That's the 4-3 so far in this quarter.
I'm glad.
It's allowed us to pull away a little bit because we were struggling to score at times, and we're back, though, with a 7-point lead and a superintendent on life support. 2.5 minutes to go here in this first half.
No, you did great. My mom got me a cough drop.
Well, mom's still looking
I'm
out for you.
I'm tasting blood. I got to be honest with you. Oh,
It's a long three, and it goes.
Got it.
Did not look like he wanted
was
to
that?
shoot it. Yep. Number 12?
No,
Two?
It was 3, I think.
2.
Was it
No, it's
2?
number 2, Brody Mills.
Brody Mills. All right.
Josiah Love's got the nice baseline drive. Missed it. Wasn't able to
Wasn't
finish.
a slap on the backboard, though. I thought maybe there was some contact on the.
Overpass there. And
Poor Romine. Man, you got.
I know. I'm covered in. What are you drinking?
Dr.
Pepper?
It was
I don't
Dr.
even
Pepper.
drink pop, and I'm going to go home
Dr. Pepper.
covered in it. Dr. Pepper, not a sponsor, but should be tonight for sure.
Man, that hurt. It goes down the wrong pipe. It's not good. We might need to get a medical sponsor.
Oh, I thought we had one there for a second.
27-23. I'm back. I can't even see. My eyes are watering.
Oh, that's a
Wow.
push 3 up there.
I'll tell you
Doesn't
what.
go. Brecken
Stevenson has come in and put in some good minutes here. Carpenter has been feeling it. He takes it to the basket, and foul called here.
So you get 2 shots out of that, get him on his left side, and give him the drive. And
At a minute 15. At halftime, folks, we're going to take a break while I go get some wipes and clean up the gear here.
Go take it.
I think it got all the way over to his technology.
I think it went all the way over to the middle school.
I'm hurting.
Get this under control at halftime here.
Yeah, we will. We'll get it all cleaned up. I might have to take a. It's still getting me. Sorry, folks. And Carpenter got 1. I didn't see.
1 of 2.
1 of 2, yeah.
2-3 zone action now for Wes-Del. Trying to pack it in, make them hit from outside. We had trouble guarding them on the drive, and I think Coach Burkett's going to try something different here for a couple of possessions.
It's the biggest lead we've had so far at 5, 28-23. And I'm going to give a lot of credit to Randolph Southern. They have really kept it together here. Undermanned, but not under heart. There's a 3 on the way.
A little short.
And I will give a lot of credit to the Becerra brothers. They have had a good second quarter. 52 seconds to go. It's going to be a timeout.
Loose ball there, and before they got the tie-up, which would have gone back to Randolph Southern, Coach Burkett calls a 30-second timeout.
We're going to stay here. Coach, why don't you do the cheerleaders at this time?
Absolutely. We've got...
I'll get you a new program at halftime.
Yeah, please. If I can see it, it's Ava Whitmire, Tori Clark, Bailey Combs, Hayden Browning, Jenna Woodson, Gracie Penrod, Kirsten Ronan, Valerie Clark, Nevaeh Bevelheimer, Nevaeh Scott, Nevaeh Copshow, Ansley Draper, Letty Watt, Tori Purdue, and Emma Bright, our coaches. If you are going to head out tomorrow to watch us, we'll be at Cowan. We won't be there live to cover the game, but we will have it the next week. I wanted to talk about this, a little bit of a weird start next week due to girls sectional basketball, and a lot of schools will do this. We are playing next week at home in the afternoon, and it's a triple header. It's a C team start at noon, and then we'll follow with the JV and then the varsity. So probably around a 2:30 start for the varsity game, and it'll be here against Madison Grant on the afternoon. It's also little cheerleader night afternoon, I guess we will call it.
I'm just going to take the halftime and die quietly.
Please, Randolph Southern themselves in a 2-3 zone now.
Oh, you've done a nice job. I'm sweating. I'm dying over here.
Oh.
All right.
Folks, he'll either die or be back after halftime. Wes-Del like to get the last shot here. Josiah Love going to hold it for the last shot.
All right, I can do the last 10 seconds with you.
Can you?
Maybe.
Here comes the Iowa action, little double ball screen.
Oh, that's
Did not take care of the ball, and that's just going to be halftime.
how that'll end. It's 28-23. We're going to take an extended break and clean up all
Yeah,
the tech
please.
gear that may not work anymore. And I'm going to go to an urgent care. I'll see you back on the flip side. All right, we're back here. Want to thank Mr. Producer and Coach for having me back. Folks, if you weren't here to see it, I literally took a drink. I don't know how Coach made me laugh at all, but sometimes he does. And it hit the wrong pipe, and everything went south, and I'm still fighting it, trying to keep from coughing. But anyway.
Well, we're wearing it, so.
Yeah, I apologize.
That's all right.
I didn't mean for that to happen. Anyway, I got some unofficial results right now.
All right, what do you got over there?
Shinover has 14 in the first half. Dotson has 6. And Brody Mills has 3. For us, I've got Carpenter has, 6, 7, 8, 9. Love has 11. Brody Becerra has 6. And Durr has 2. That's unofficial. And a little bit of foul trouble. The only thing we really have is Grayson Mealy has 2. And on their side, Caden Stewart and Dylan Shinover have 2 as well. So, wasn't the cleanest of halves by a lot, not only on the court but in the booth. But I think Coach probably wants to see us pull away here and get a little bit more established. And I think it goes back to the turnovers and probably the energy. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, and I think that, halftime, if you're Randolph Southern, Coach Hunt's probably happy the way they played with a lot of energy, coming up with some loose balls. And, there were 2-3 layups there that they had that this game would be either tied or we might be even trailing if they hit a couple of those. On the flip side, the second quarter for us was much better. Coach found a lineup that he liked, and he was rolling with a little bit of the rotation, get a little bit different, but some guys come off the bench to give us some energy, and that sometimes is what happens. And you're in that part of the season where you never know who may come off or give you a little bit of energy, and it might just be, maybe it's just for a short period of time, but it'll work. So
you know who was giving energy to the band up there?
Philip. Probably.
That's our guy right there with the tuba.
Yep.
Now, we like all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Under the direction of the Connor Martin. But that over there on the right-hand side is our guy, Phil, on the tuba. He always likes a good shout-out. But a shout-out to the whole band. They've sounded great tonight.
Yep.
I see good old Reese Berry up there at the top on percussion. Band always sounds good. They always are in here getting Richard E. Johnson a-rockin'. Here we go, second half of action. Want to thank Star Financial Bank, the bank of choice over 60 years with Wes-Del Community Schools, and we're in second half. Looks like zone, Coach.
Yeah, Randolph Southern comes out with possession, and it's going to be a 2-3 zone. Going to try to make them beat us from outside, and the other thing that does is gives you automatic help on drive.
There's a shot, and it is off, but rebound. Another offensive rebound, and second shot opportunity.
That's Dotson.
And Ronnie Dotson hits another 3. That's his second of the game. Those offensive rebounds are killing us.
Second chance points right there for
And what do they come out
Dotson. They're in a 2-3 zone, so both teams zoning. We'll see if we get the screen.
Nice
There's the backside.
screen inside. Carter Flynn with a great screen, and Josiah Love.
Get Grayson and Carter both screening there. Sealing is what they were doing, and then you get the lob on Josiah sneaking back. That one not as kind to Dotson.
No, Dotson a little off on that one. He checked, and did not check up for him.
Getting both shooters on the same side.
Love that is Carpenter with the take. And that one is off and into the hands of the Rebels. Rebels coming back with that same energy. Gets nice move there into the inside. Just missed it.
That's Brody Mills, and he is a well-built young gentleman for a sophomore.
I was going to say, as a sophomore, he's a good-sized kid. That was a terrible pass by Grayson Mealy. That's another turnover.
Little jump stop there. That's a travel.
They're going to get him for a travel. Both teams now had 7 turnovers, and I think I've missed a couple.
See kids all the time doing that step back to a step back, and I'm like, that is a step back to a travel is what it is, and most officials will call that. Really making us extend our offense further than we want to right there.
There's a nice little move inside using the screen, and keeping it alive is Mealy and Flynn. Becerra getting into a little bit of trouble now. And we turn it over again. That's our 8th win of the game. And that is he turned.
Yeah, he turned and he took it too early. You've got to take the contact. We try to teach that as coaches, that you cannot fall until you make contact. And Brody knew the contact was coming, and he was correct, but you got to take it.
There's Gabe. And Brody's come in for Gabe.
Did I say the wrong Becerra? My bad.
It's all right.
Sorry, Brody. I didn't mean to get that foul for you there.
Elijah Durr comes in for Carter Flynn.
Make a substitution here for Randolph Southern also. Either that or they're going to play with 6. No. Brody Mills is going to take the – I'm sorry, that is
I don't know.
Grimes.
Doing my best. Turn my mic down.
Yeah.
I am struggling.
I feel like I'm in the smoking section of the
Well,
Richard's restaurant in Harper City.
No, has nothing to do with it. Once it went down and it started to fit, I can't stop now. It's like I gotta.
Sorry for your family that's got to sit through this tonight.
I got this. It was constant tickle now from the
frog in your throat.
Yes,
is what they used to say.
Yeah, it's a good old froggy in there. Grayson Mealy
with a little jump shot
was not there, but nice bounce pass off the rim to Josiah Love. Great rebound put back for Love. And it's 32-28. Well, the Warriors just can't pull away from the Rebels.
Nope, they are not allowing us. They will not stop playing hard.
3 on the way and in and out.
We got lucky on that one, but we can't come up with the
they
rebound.
Still come out with the rebound, and now we've got a foul. Let's see if this is on.
That's going to be on us. I think it's going to be on Big Easy, yeah.
It is on Elijah Durr. That's his second loose ball foul.
That is a flat-out hustle play on Randolph Southern. We'll push shot 3, doesn't go. Grayson Mealy with the rebound.
He got the rebound.
Biggest lead tonight for Wes-Del has been 7, and we just cannot, like you said, pull away to a scrappy team.
Josiah Love hits that one.
Back to the 2-3 zone.
17 so far for Love in this one. And now man, he's just getting to the middle very easily. Nice moves, but can't make the basket.
Yeah, luckily not falling all the time because he's getting there. It's a drive to a 3.
Yeah, just drove right down there and said, I'm going to throw it up and see what happens. And Grayson don't get a third one.
He's got his dribble back there and threw it off of Grayson. Yeah, I think he doesn't realize that once Grayson knocked it out of his hands, he could dribble again, but nonetheless, he throws it off of Grayson's leg.
You get Grayson. Yeah, you can't get that by the Fonz.
Looked like that was a lineman play right there. Yeah. He's off the snap there. Push. Gonna go with a Brecken off the bench. Coach liked what he saw in the first half with Brecken. Going to give him another chance. Stay in this 2-3 zone.
Monday, Tuesday.
Well,
happy days.
I heard you. I'm trying to ignore you.
I just wanted to see.
Don't need any more phone calls. They go back man here.
I did notice that. Mixing things up a little bit. Here comes Josiah off of that. Nice. That's exactly what you want to do there.
There's a little curl action on the backside.
Well, now listen to somebody else getting in a little bit of trouble there.
Yeah, so trying to talk over this crowd. There's some things you probably won't want to do with this game film, and one of them is they want to ask you what Hoosier hysteria is like. Don't show them this one.
Well, it was dressed like a bleacher night.
Empty one.
Nice steal by Elijah Durr. And Becerra says, I'll step up and take another one. And
I'm not sure what coach is going to think of that.
Yeah, and that is a foul. I believe they're going to call that on Brody. Love went over and talked to him. That was a good job by senior.
Yeah. So we'll get you that shot if you work the ball around. Trust that we'll get it back to you. And also remember, I am a pretty good shooter myself.
Yes.
Josiah's probably telling him.
Spread the love.
Back to the 2-3 zone. It has slowed the game down.
Yes, it has.
Which
considerably from the first half.
Well, it's taken away the drive, and that's what is giving us so much problem.
A lot of skip pass from the Rebels.
Yeah, they're moving the ball well.
And then into a 3, and Brecken keeping that one alive, but right into the hands, and they got a foul on Josiah Love, and I don't know. That poor kid didn't get that basket. That was a
tough
dipsy-do.
Flipperoo.
Fouls on Josiah Love. It's going to be his second. And if they can't call that a shooting foul. How can you call it a shooting foul and not count the basket? You can't call that a shooting foul.
That is exactly. Well, no, that's our 5th foul.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. That clears that up.
Okay. And we have 5 fouls to their 0, but I will say we have settled for jump shots this quarter. Coach is going with Luke Woodward here. It's a little scary to think what Randolph Southern might have done with Noah Allen, their leading scorer, was averaging 13 or 14 a game coming in.
Now they got an over the back right there on. That's Bryson Grimes for his foul. That's their first foul of the half.
Yes. Well, again, we've kind of settled for jump shots, though.
Yeah.
Little curl action here. Nice little handoff.
Josiah right into it, and bam!
That play was really well done there with Brecken Stevenson. Kind of stuck his rear end out a little bit as he handed it off there. And didn't go illegal on the screen, but what he did do is give him a chance.
22 now for Josiah Love in this one, and there's a nice little
score. That was a nice play by Brody Mills.
Brody Mills scores that one. He's got 5 now. Still hanging around 39-31. I agree with you. If they were fully staffed with all their players, this could be a different ballgame for the Rebels. Not taking anything against the players they have. They played a heck of a game.
The guys that they have here are giving it everything they have.
And there is Julian Carpenter to the basket, and he's got to buy one, get one. I tell you what, Brecken Stevenson is doing a nice job of just coming in, and it's something you don't see, but you and I always talked about it not only when we were players, we had guys that did this, but when we coached. There's a place for you on the floor if you're willing to screen and rebound and guard people.
Yeah, you screen, rebound, play defense, play hard. There's always a spot for guys like that.
And Brecken's doing that right now, and I think that's why Coach Burkett's really happy with what he's seeing. Biggest lead of the game for the Warriors now at 11. This zone has really caused, as Coach said, the Rebels not to get to the basket as easy. And I think they've settled for a lot more threes.
There's a little cut to the middle. And
tell you what, they crash the boards hard.
They do. They crash the boards hard, and they play hard. Just not super skilled with the lineup they have in, but they don't get bad shots. They just aren't knocking them down.
I want to thank a couple of our sponsors, Budget Blinds and Star Rocket Media. Always happy to help us bring this to you for free. Steal there by the Rebels.
A little step through. Nice move.
Little move by Brody Sullivan.
He's only a junior. And Wes-Del takes a timeout.
And Wes-Del's at 11 turnovers at this point. And we'll take a little bit of an audio break and be back with you here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Welcome back, Warrior fans. Fans, if you're in the need for anything moved and any type of rental service to move it with, you want to call Dowling Dumpster Rentals. Mike Dowling And they will get anything. If you've got a spring comes around the corner, it's going to be time for yard work. It's going to be a lot of time for some of that mulch, maybe some gravel, whatever you need. Call Mike Dowling at Dowling Dumpster Rentals, and he will get you taken care of. Wes-Del now a 9-point lead. It's been the biggest gap we've had in the ball game. A lot to do with the zone defensively. And but the Rebels still not out of this one by any means with 1:13 to go in the third. But really a great night so far by Josiah Love, and not too bad by the second guy, Julian Carpenter, who is right there with him. A lot of his are from the foul line.
Take them wherever you can get them.
Josiah's already at 22 tonight, and we're just in the third quarter. There's Carpenter for three. That one's off. Rebound by Brecken.
Would Luke be able to keep that one alive?
They're going to get a foul.
Oh, they're going to call travel.
Thought they were going to get a foul on Julian Carpenter, but hey, we'll take the travel. That's going to be the 8th turnover for Randolph Southern. Now, those are unofficial, folks. Believe me, I don't know that those are accurate.
Yeah, I think they'd be happy to say they only had 8.
That's what I was going to say.
There's another turnover on our part.
And a foul called, and the basket's good. That is number 32. I believe that's Dylan Schinaber.
Yes, he's only a freshman.
Little brother of Donovan.
Moving up and playing tonight out of necessity, and he's got himself a bucket and an and one here.
Well, you know, sometimes number one, you'll never forget the first time you got to play varsity. And there we can't get the rebound and give it right back to him. I remember it, and sometimes it's for guys that weren't very good like me, it might have been the best you played in your whole career because you didn't have any expectations. And although most of my athletic career expectations were low.
You just play hard and you look.
There is a. Now we've got
3, kick out 3.
That's a long 3, rebound to Love.
Well, the worst thing that might have happened to Dotson is that he hit that first 3.
Yeah. Ronnie is still cranking them out.
Struggling a little bit since then, but he is.
Riker Mock has entered the game for the Warriors, so it's a couple of younger guys out there in the post for Wes-Del. I will say this is one of the first crews that have let a lot of the screens go. He actually changed his pivot feet, but they also are letting that go. They're letting them play.
Yep.
I got to appreciate that. That is multiple fouls. And they're
they call that on the step there where he's chest up on it. He
got
fouled
go.
3 times before that, but Randolph Southern almost made it through that whole possession.
Hey. Buy one, get one for Julian.
Sit on it. And a long 3 is no good.
And that's how it'll end, 45-35. And we've got the long half-court shot that Mr. Reagan hit last week. We're going to stay with you here.
I don't think we can top that.
Oh, there's no way. See who's shooting tonight. Looks like Reese Berry's going to shoot.
Okay.
And
looks like Ed Love.
Ed Love.
Will we see one?
Reese hits this. That might top it.
Well, he is a rhythm enthusiast.
He is.
Reese Berry here, the percussion, representing the percussion.
Let's see if he hits the rim.
Oh my!
Oh!
He almost got it.
See what Ed Love's got. See if he can hit one from half court.
From half court. Oh! And
2 guys hit the backboard.
Todd Reagan buried it last week, but can't be matched this week. So we're going to take a quick audio break. We'll be right back with you on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Folks, we're back here. I want to thank our sponsors, the Budget Blinds. Chris Patterson, give him a call, and you can go on a blind date and figure out exactly what kind of window treatments you need. Shades. Maybe you like the accordion blinds.
That was a nice little sales pitch you came up there.
Pretty
My
good.
wife and I met on a blind date.
Yeah, she wishes she hadn't. We're back here now, 45-35. Warriors leading starting the fourth quarter.
Oh, and we turn it over.
It's another turnover by the Warriors. And the basket is good, and that is the young Dylan Schinover.
Just can't get away from these pesky Rebels. They're really extending us, and that allows
Nice.
the drive there by Josiah. Yeah, just couldn't get it to fall, but he'll get 2 free throws out of it.
I thought he was going to get a buy one, get one. And I'll tell you what, coach is coaching them up.
Yeah, he is, and they're just
Responding, I like it.
yeah, they aren't super skilled, but man, they do nice things on offense and defense both.
Love's got 2 at the line. Gets the first one. Puts him up around, unofficially, 23. And that's 24 on the night. So half of the Warriors' points have come from Josiah Love. That's typical. He is the number 1 threat. And here's a 3 on the way, and it's off. That's going to be a rebound block out there by Grayson Mealy and a foul on
Good block out and over the back.
number 30, and that is Grimes,
Okay. Looks like
his second.
going to go a little 1-2-1-1 here from Randolph Southern, and almost a diamond in one look.
Yeah, that's a bad place to throw the ball.
Yeah. And got away with one because Brady
Schinover,
Leisure got right on the line, like you said.
as a guard, you never want to do the reversal back to right at the line where you're adding in almost another defender.
This time he can't move, so here comes the trap.
Just cut right through the middle is what I would do, but
And that's exactly what happens. And there's a pass to Love and
there
a
we
bucket.
go. And Love is up to 26 on the night. And
Step through and see if he
taken
Grayson
away by
Mealy takes it
Grayson
away.
Mealy. And their coach wants to slow things down a little bit.
Deflection out of bounds to stay with the Warriors.
Into the game now for Randolph Southern is Brody Mills. He'll replace number 30, Bryson Grimes. Coach is playing a lot of different guys tonight. And I think that's he's trying to find who's going to give him the best energy.
Yeah, I think so too. Sometimes it's just one of those nights where you're going to keep searching until you find the group you like, and when you do, you ride it. Switching up the top by Randolph Southern there. Continue to keep the ball pressure on. So
Love to the
kind of
basket.
bulldogs his way in there.
And another one. And Love extends it to 28 on the night, and that one is almost out of bounds, but nice little move inside. They're going to get Grayson Mealy for another foul. Too much, and that's his fourth.
They're letting us play, but they're not letting us play that much.
Yeah.
I wished he could have had that back and got that.
Wait a minute, they called
Rebound.
that on 32, Riker Maul.
Okay, well, they'll take it.
They took Grayson out here.
I thought it was on Grayson also.
I
so
did too. So
quick trigger there by the coaches to get him out with that 4, but he really doesn't have 4, so they'll give a little bit of a break and come right back in, I would guess.
I'll tell you what, Grimes is still saying, or Ronnie Dotson saying, let me get another shot at it. Step back 3, it's off. And easy with the rebound. Warriors have a chance to extend this even further, and Love's got 31.
He knew exactly what he wanted on that play. And that extends it, and it does a nice job there. Josiah kind of run the show out there a little bit. Needs some water. He's not feeling great, but I wanted to take a real quick chance here to wish our 7th and 8th grade girls good luck tomorrow in the county championship. Be right here at Wes-Del. I think it's a 9 o'clock start for 7th grade, and 8th grade will be immediately following. So good luck to our girls. Both girls teams play Delta. And then wish our sectional wrestlers good luck tomorrow in the sectional. So, want to wish all that going on tomorrow.
I think we also have girls basketball this week.
We do. The sectional draw was last week, and we drew Cowan again. So we will play at Tri-Central. And
I think it's a 6 o'clock start on Tuesday.
We got that 6 o'clock start. Don't forget, those of you kids that won't forget, but parents, you might remember, we have a virtual learning day on Monday. We won't be here, but actually I'll be here learning and picking up some professional development. I don't want to miss that, so I'll be here. And
I think that's enough of that. And
but the kids won't, so kids, enjoy your day off.
Enjoy it. 54-37, Warriors extending their lead with 5:30 to go. As we mentioned down on the scoreboard, the Star Financial scoreboard, you'll see the corporate sponsors for the athletic department scrolling. Nice little basket there.
Yeah, nice set play out of bounds. They screen the middle guys and then cut right behind him, and that allows to get the jump shot.
Dylan Schinover has 6. Following up his older brother a little bit here and scoring. You know, when we set that high ball screen, I feel like we have to roll sooner and with a little bit more of a purpose. Carpenter to the basket, and he is fouled.
We'll get back to the free throw line and get some more free throws in.
Fouled by number 40, Brody Sullivan. Feels later than it is, folks. It's only 7.
Okay.
And that's got the rest of the evening for all kinds of activities for you, Coach.
Yeah, well, IU and Purdue tonight at 8 o'clock, so that's what I'll be doing.
Goodness.
In West Lafayette.
Good old Mackey. I have to be a Purdue fan these days. My son headed there next year. Ooh, Carpenter misses that one. Which I kind of already was a Purdue fan. I like their program. I like the way Coach Painter does things.
They run nice offense and play hard and fun to watch. A lot of Indiana kids on that team.
Always got a true big guy, too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're real big guys out for the year. But
I know.
But yes, they do.
Love, nice little controlled stop there. I think he wanted to take it further. Riker Malk with the rebound. Being batted around and back in the hands of Randolph Southern and Schinover. He'll take it to the basket, and they're going to get a foul.
See if they call that shooting or on the gather. I think they're going to say out of bounds. That's the right call, but you never know. Sometimes they'll give them that shot.
They give that out to Julian Carpenter. It'll be his first. You already have dinner, Coach?
No, I did not.
Nice block out there by Big Easy.
Just got to grab that ball. He's asking for help, but the help is grab it.
Yeah.
And that's what Coach is saying. He may have felt like, but we have not called that one much tonight unless it's really, really over the back. You better block out, and then you better go get it. Oh, I had to slip right there. It was a nice out of bounds. They just didn't hit him. Step through.
Schinover out. And one more, and it's going in the corner, and it's up, and it's good.
Well, there you go. Dotson found it again. So
Ronnie Dotson, his third 3. Boy, it's good.
You might remember him from the What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama.
Josiah Love, and he's got 33 now unofficially.
Oh, that's not good. Joe is down. He went down hard.
I was hoping it was something that maybe could go away, but we're going to see. It might be.
Sometimes I wonder, and no one to blame, but I wonder when they built these gyms why the walls were so close.
Well, back then nobody ran through their layups.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So running one-handers.
Yeah. A lot of set shots.
Bob Cousy's style.
Athleticism wasn't a thing.
This might be it for Joe. We'll see.
I'm hoping that it was a short-term injury. I saw him grab his hamstring a little bit, but also in another area, maybe it's just a short-term injury.
Yes, let's hope so.
Anyway, he had a great night, if that is it. He had 30, unofficially about 33. Just see here, they're going to let it go. He traveled, but they're going to get Grayson on that one. I think Grayson maybe is trying to foul out. I don't know. Well, Joe's back. he looks pretty good. I think it was a short term.
Well, looks like he's all right, and that's a little scary when your best player scorer goes down.
Yeah, it always
Don't
is.
want that to happen.
Yeah.
Especially this late in the game.
Yeah. Nice little drive there by
He's had a few of those tonight.
Brody Mills.
They haven't all fallen, but that one did.
Wow. Ooh, don't smack the ball.
Yeah, he's a little frustrated.
Smack the ball.
That's going to be 2 free throws for us, so that's a 5th foul.
Brody Sullivan. B. Rody Becerra at the line here.
Ooh, rushed that one a little bit.
Well, the Warriors really got things going here in the third and fourth quarters. Rebound Randolph Southern, and they are taking off like their hair's on fire. And now Love has it. Yeah, these are the points where you wonder how long do you keep some guys in? Just long season going. You don't want to get anybody hurt.
Yeah, you think that, and then as a coach, I'm thinking if he hits that layup right there, it was down to 11.
Yeah, I see that too. I see that too.
It's just one of those, you never feel comfortable when you're a coach. But yes, you got a game tomorrow and another conference game. So I would say if we can get here under the 2-minute mark, you might start seeing some. But we have played quite a few different guys tonight.
35 now for Love, and he traveled, I think.
Call the foul. That's going to be out of bounds. They said no shot, so that'll be a baseline out of bounds for
23. He's Carpenter.
the running Rebels. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say anything, but I know that the record in a game is in the 40s.
Yeah.
I know Sutter Foster, I believe, had 42 one night.
I think it was maybe even 40. Well, I don't remember, but I know that I took him out with 1 point away.
Yeah, you ruined that for him.
I didn't know at the time, and then I felt terrible after we went back and looked. We had a great night against Eastbrook that night right here at Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium, and if I'd have known, I probably would have ran a set play and then taken him out. But with 2.5 minutes to go, I took him out, and he missed it. But
that's a travel, but
yes, it is.
We'll let that go. Here's Josiah with it. He has 35 right now. Let's see if he can keep it going. It's going back to him, and he's just a little short. Here's a Shinover.
They're a little deceiving, aren't they, with their moves? They get the ball up there, long and lanky.
That they are.
Oh, couldn't get it down there quick enough.
Carpenter now, tough shot, and he got it. Carpenter's had a good night. And at this point, 1:30 to go. We'll see. That one's off, and going to go back to the Warriors. And 61-46.
Yeah, Joe needs to get the early start's going to help us. Joe needs to get home and get some fluids and get to bed because he's you can tell him he's breathing heavy even though he's played well tonight. You can tell he's not 100%, like feeling wise at least.
And he hits Carpenter. That's Carpenter's third three of the night. That is 20 for Carpenter now. So he has had a good night. Into Becerra now. Becerra's going to pull it back out.
A minute to go here.
64-46. Minute to go. The Warriors going to take care of the Rebels tonight here at Richard E. Johnson and get ready for Cowan tomorrow night. I don't know if Coach, I imagine he'll probably come up.
Yeah, probably give us a quick one.
I'll let you have a chat with him, and then we'll get ourselves off.
Get settled in for a
long winter's nap.
See who gets the free throws here, Brody or Brody's going to get the free throws. I thought maybe Brecken might get a couple free throws there.
Mrs. McLaughlin will have a spread for you when you get home.
I hope so. Yeah, I don't know what's on the plate for dinner tonight, but I'm going to guess it probably starts with tomb and ends in stone. I guess we could. It's early enough. We could order some Greeks or someplace.
Yeah, it could. It could.
You and I did that one night, and it worked out real well for us.
I'm not saying I wouldn't show up at your door at that point.
Exactly. It's a long 3. And it goes.
It goes. That is the young Shinover who has had a great game.
He may see some more varsity time.
He's had 11 tonight. He's right up there with his brother Donovan on scoring.
Don't need it at this point. You just let it run out. Josiah could really just dribble it out at this point.
64-49 should be the final, and it is the final. We're going to collect some thoughts, give you some final scores, unofficial, and have our coach come up and give a talk. Stay with us. We'll be back here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. And we're back here. I want to thank our sponsors for the Wes-Del Sports Network. The Van Mater Reed Caldwell Banker Real Estate Group, Star Rocket Media Budget Blinds, the Dowling Dumpster Rentals, American Pest Professionals, and, of course, Star Financial Bank. We are back here with some unofficial scoring for Randolph Southern in no particular order. Brody Mills had 7. Ronnie Dotson had 12. Donovan Shinover had 14. Brody Sullivan had 3. And the younger brother, Dylan Shinover, had 11. So he had quite a night. Probably I would venture to say, one of his better varsity nights as he moved up tonight. For the Warriors, scoring really only came from 4 Warriors. And most of that was King Julian and Josiah Love. So Elijah Durr had 2. Brody Becerra had 6. Julian Carpenter had 21. And Josiah Love had 35. So it was a big night for Love at 35. Might be I don't know if that's his most this season. Pretty close, I think.
It's got to be close.
And Carpenter, I think, matches close to his top this year with 21, if that's not his top. So I'm sure Coach will probably have a short talk with him and be up here. But after this one, you get through it. You get it taken care of. Yeah, both teams have some guys under the weather. Wish Randolph Southern the best moving forward, but let's give them a lot of credit, too. They came in with a couple of their best player down.
Yeah.
And a couple of other players down. And a gutsy performance tonight here on the road at Wes-Del from a bunch of guys that moved up to the varsity to play tonight, and was really impressed with them, Coach.
Yeah, I thought they played really hard, and, they got great shots. Most of the night they just didn't finish all of them, but they played hard. They competed on both ends, and they really crashed the boards hard, and they would not allow us to get a comfortable lead that we felt like we could just relax a little bit till the very end. And, with 2.5 minutes to go, they had a layup that they missed that would have cut it to 11. So you really just never felt like it was a comfortable lead. But they played really hard, and we relied on 2 guys that we know can score and got some good scoring out of that, Josiah and Julian, both giving us good scoring tonight. Now, the one thing that you want to take advantage of is the fact that we got this game in early. And since it's a varsity-only take advantage of that by getting home and getting some rest. And Cowan, I'm sure, I guess I don't know for sure, but I think they had a game tonight. So you hope that goes into overtime, and then we can go over there with a little extra rest. And played a lot of guys tonight, even more guys than we're used to playing. And some of that may have been by design, and others might have just been because we needed to get a spark somewhere. So we'll talk to Coach about that and see what his rationale and thinking was. But I thought we saw some nice things from some guys off the bench too.
I thought they did a really nice job. Here comes Coach on his way up. I'm going to let you and Coach talk when he gets up here.
Okay.
And folks, don't forget that we are on the road at Cowan. We won't be back on the air till next week when we'll be able to bring you, I believe, Eastern Hancock on Thursday night, I think, is when we play next week for some reason. Is that a Thursday night because of the sectional?
Yeah, it wouldn't be Eastern Hancock. We've played them already.
Oh, sorry. I don't know who I'm talking about then.
Yeah, Coach probably know.
All right. Well, we'll get him on here. Here he comes. Coach, I'll give it to you, and you can talk to Coach.
Coach, I thought there was times tonight where that pesky Randolph Southern team just wouldn't go away. And we gave them credit all night, coming over here under manned a little bit. They played hard. Yeah. They played aggressive, and they got decent shots. I thought the big part, and I'll let you talk about it, but I thought two things that really went in our favor tonight, other than Julian and Josiah playing really well offensively and getting us scoring. I liked the fact that we found some spark off the bench.
Yep.
And that I said that could be by design because of a double weekend. That could also be just you searching for something.
Yeah.
And I also like the switch to the 2-3 zone in the second half to take away the drive that was bothering us a lot in the first half.
Yeah, they were driving, getting downhill whenever they wanted. And honestly, it's obviously our fault. We got to work on some things and gaps, but the 2-3 zone stopped that.
Yes.
Big time. And it slowed them down scoring-wise. I think they were on pace after the first quarter to score 60 points, which was just unacceptable, really, for us defensively. We turned it over 11 times in the first half. We cleaned that up some in the second half. We just played a little bit smarter, right? So we had to find somebody on the bench that was going to rebound because we gave up way too many offensive rebounds in the first half. I thought Brecken Stevenson came in and was a beast down there.
Yeah, we did too.
And I asked the guys at halftime, I said, What's the difference? What's he doing that's different? Is he taller than you? Is he stronger than you? What is it?
Right.
It's because he's doing the things that he does, the little things that we need him to do to get the rebound. You have to get a body on somebody. They'll call one eventually over the back if you're in the right position. And I thought he did a great job. I mean, Riker came in and did a great job, and so did Brody and Brady. Those two had to play big minutes tonight, helping us off the bench when Gabe went down especially. So I think Brody had 2 threes. Did he have more
I was
than
going
that?
to say we struggled a little bit there in the first half to get some scoring, and Brody hits those back-to-back threes.
Yeah.
And then we get one, I think, maybe from Julian. So we hit 3 threes, and it allowed us to breathe a little bit. You as a coach to just get a little bit of room and breathing room, and sometimes we're searching, and you found a nice combination there in that first half, and then felt comfortable enough to go back to it in the second half.
Yeah, I don't think in last weekend the things that we didn't do well, I don't think it was necessarily that we didn't make shots. We shot it decently well from three-point range. It was one-shot selection, turnovers, and offensive rebounds given up. Those were the things that we focused on. And I told him tonight, I said, you're going to get some open threes tonight. You got to take them, and you got to take them like you're going to make them. And I thought we did a decent job of that.
Yeah, and so that leads us to another, right back, and we love these back-to-back conference games. And you go right on the road to Cowan on homecoming night. We know that Cowan's a little bit, struggling a little bit, but it doesn't matter when it's a county game. We got to take care of what we need to. I think what does play in our favor is this early start. We can get some little bit of rest. I know Joe's not feeling great, but that gives you just a little bit more time to give them some rest. Yeah,
that's a nice thing. Obviously, going to Cowan on homecoming, they do a good job every time we go over there on that year. So we're going to have to come ready to play. I know I vividly remember playing my senior year over there, and we were pretty solid, and they were struggling, and they outbeat us because they were playing hard, and they had a good crowd, good energy. So Coach is going to have them ready to play us, so we've got to be ready to go.
So, it's one of those nights where you flip the script and you go right back after it, and there's no time, no rest, but it's also kind of a prelude to the end of the season where you got to kind of do this too.
Yeah, I don't mind it because, like you said, the sectional play, we're going to play 3 nights.
Yeah.
No matter what our draw is, there's no bye. We have 8 teams in our sectional, so we're either going to play Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, or Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. So we've got to kind of get ourselves geared up for that and have 3 great performances to win a sectional. But everybody does, so this is good for us.
Well, one of the things I want to say thank you to is getting this a 6 o'clock start so we can all go watch IU Purdue. So good luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
Good win tonight. Take care of business. Thought you did a nice job of getting guys in there and searching for that.
Yeah.
I love watching that chess match because I know exactly what you're thinking, and it's not always fun. And we would have to censor it if they could read our thoughts. But good job tonight. Good win. Let's go get another one tomorrow.
Let's do it, man.
And that's Coach Burkett. Congratulations, Coach. Big win, and we'll get another one hopefully tomorrow night. We appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight and all of our sponsors, Dowling Dumpster Rental, Star Rocket Media, Budget Blinds, the Van Mater Reed, Caldwell Banker Realty Group. Who am I missing?
Star Financial.
And Star Financial Bank. I feel like I'm missing somebody. American Pest.
American Pest.
Pest, but Star Financial Bank. And guess what? They've been the bank for over 60 years to Wes-Del Community Schools. And I can't say how much they do for us. They've helped buy much of the equipment that I coughed all over and almost ruined tonight.
So I may have to buy some more.
I may have to ask them to buy some more. But I want to appreciate Mr. Producer for putting up with that. I will buy him new equipment if it is ruined, I promise.
Just say it is.
I blame it on Coach for making me laugh and then almost making me choke to death on the air. Coach, it's been a pleasure. Mr. Romine, always a pleasure. By the way, folks, if you're just tuning in to this game, go back and look because Mr. Producer, along with Mrs. Stanley and some other people, and we can't talk about Skaggs and Stevens also on the girls' games.
Yes.
There are so many things that you can watch and follow, and practically nothing that you can't see sports-wise, from 6th grade basketball on up to everything. It's streamed here on the Wes-Del Sports Network. Big shout-out to Mr. Producer and his entire team that puts this together.
He's the best.
He does the best, and I will put him against anybody in the county when it comes to streaming, and he even streams the board meetings for us and puts those out there for you. But those can get a little boring. I'd stick with the Wes-Del Sports Network. But on behalf of everyone in the team up here, Mr. Producer, and I see our boy Phil over here. Phil, say hello to the crowd.
Hey, what's up, Wes-Del Sports Network?
And that's our boy Phil. And we're going to sign off for Phil, for Romine, for Coach McLaughlin. I'm the superintendent, Kyle Mealy. We'll see you next time on the Wes-Del Sports Network.